The Boston Celtics are currently riding a remarkable 7-game winning streak, and the team appears to be hitting its stride as the playoffs loom ever closer. With just 9 games remaining in the regular season, the Celtics are looking to maintain their momentum and push forward into the postseason in peak condition. However, one of the ongoing concerns is the health of key players, particularly the starters. As the regular season nears its conclusion, it's becoming increasingly clear that the Celtics will need every player in top form to ensure they can compete at the highest level when the playoffs begin. Officially, we are in the final stretch of the regular season, and there are only a handful of games left to secure the best possible position. Despite their excellent performance as of late, the Celtics remain in second place in the Eastern Conference, trailing the Cleveland Cavaliers. This positioning could actually prove to be beneficial for the Celtics, given that they have shown a strong ability to win on the road, an aspect of their game that could be crucial as the season winds down. Recently, they managed to secure a victory against the 10th-ranked team in the Western Conference, further solidifying their position as one of the top contenders in the league. Even with their impressive streak, there are still significant concerns surrounding the health of a few crucial players. While the team as a whole is performing well, the lingering injuries to some of the Celtics' most important players have the potential to affect their overall performance in the coming weeks. To get a better understanding of the team's situation, let's take a closer look at the condition of 2 specific players who have been dealing with injuries recently. These 2 players are vital to the team's success, and their ability to recover and perform at a high level will undoubtedly play a key role in the Celtics' playoff aspirations. One of these players is currently battling a knee injury, while the other is recovering from an ankle sprain that he sustained in a recent game. Starting with the player who has been dealing with a more persistent injury, the knee issue, it's clear that despite not being at his best, he has still been able to contribute in a major way. This player has only participated in 2 games since being diagnosed with a knee impingement, and he missed 3 consecutive games in the process. However, his performance in the most recent game suggested that, even though he's not operating at full capacity, he can still produce at an incredibly high level. In just 28 minutes of play, he scored 24 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and recorded 3 assists. His shooting was impressive as well, with 7 of 15 attempts from the field and 4 of 9 from three-point range. For a player who doesn't typically take a high number of long-range shots, these numbers are particularly notable. This recent game serves as a testament to the player's resilience and ability to perform even when he's not at his peak. Despite the knee injury, he was able to deliver a strong performance, which should bring a sense of optimism to Celtics fans. It's important to note that the player is also currently adhering to a 14-hour daily fast due to his commitment to Ramadan, which is adding another layer of physical stress to his body. Nevertheless, he has managed to push through, showing that he is more than capable of contributing in significant ways to the team's success. While it is clear that his body is under considerable strain, his effort and determination are undeniably impressive. Even though he may not be at 100% by the time the playoffs arrive, the fact that he is still able to perform at such a high level is encouraging. It's likely that the team will need to continue managing his minutes carefully as they approach the postseason, but it's clear that his mental toughness and competitive spirit are not to be underestimated. In the most recent game, there was a standout moment that further highlighted his ability to perform under challenging circumstances. During one particular play, he executed a beautiful fake before finishing with a powerful dunk, demonstrating that his knee is responding positively, even though it has not fully recovered yet. This moment is especially significant because it shows that, despite still dealing with the injury, he is capable of making high-impact plays. This should provide plenty of hope for Celtics fans as the team heads into the final stretch of the regular season and the impending playoffs. While his injury may continue to limit him in certain ways, it is clear that he can still contribute meaningfully to the team when called upon. The coaching staff has been wise to manage his minutes carefully, ensuring that he does not have to play extended stretches in each game, which is particularly important in situations where the team is facing weaker competition. As the playoffs draw closer, the Celtics' management of this player's minutes will be key to ensuring that he remains fresh and effective when it matters most. Even though he is still dealing with a knee injury, the fact that he is able to play and contribute is a positive sign. The team is avoiding the temptation to overuse him, which could ultimately lead to further injury or fatigue. Given the circumstances, the cautious approach being taken by the coaching staff is a smart one, and it should help keep this player in top form for the upcoming playoff games. Now, moving on to the second player dealing with an injury, this player recently sustained an ankle sprain, which forced him to miss a game. However, it appears that the injury is not as severe as initially feared, and there is some hope that he will be able to return to action soon. Before being officially ruled out for the game, there were reports of him attempting to play through the injury, showing just how determined he is to stay on the court and contribute to the team's success. In fact, there were even videos shared online that showed him working out immediately after the injury, which speaks to his incredible work ethic and commitment to being there for his teammates. Despite his determination, there's a strong need for caution in how the Celtics approach his recovery. With the playoffs fast approaching, it is important for him to take the necessary time to fully heal before returning to action. While he has expressed that the injury is only mildly painful and that he is feeling fine, it is clear that he needs time to recover fully. The last thing the Celtics want is for him to rush back into action and risk making the injury worse. Thankfully, the team seems to be taking a cautious approach, allowing him the time he needs to fully recover before rejoining the team. There is hope that this player's ankle injury won't be a long-term issue, but it's crucial that the team prioritizes health over any immediate concerns. At the end of the day, the focus must be on making sure this player recovers fully. The coaching staff is doing the right thing by not pushing him to play too soon, as it's important that he enters the playoffs in the best possible physical condition. With just 9 games left in the regular season, there is no need to rush him back into the lineup, especially against opponents who don't pose as much of a threat. This approach will help him get back to full strength, and hopefully, we'll see him performing at a high level when the playoffs begin. As the Celtics continue to navigate the final stretch of the regular season, the team is also focusing on other aspects of their lineup that will be crucial in the playoff push. One of the key storylines surrounding the team is the health and readiness of the players, and while there are certainly challenges, there's also a sense of optimism as players work hard to get back to full strength. For one of the players dealing with an ankle injury, the focus is on his recovery, and it's clear that the Celtics are doing their best to manage the situation carefully. Although he expressed confidence that the injury is not severe, the team knows the importance of not rushing his return, especially with the upcoming postseason on the horizon. The Celtics have a deep roster, and while these injuries are concerning, they are fortunate to have the depth necessary to make adjustments while their key players recover. The careful management of player health is not limited to just these 2 players, though. The coaching staff has shown great foresight in making decisions that prioritize long-term success over short-term gains. While some players might be eager to play through injuries, it's evident that the team is more focused on making sure everyone is fully prepared for the challenges that lie ahead in the playoffs. For example, a player who had previously dealt with multiple injuries during the previous playoff season is now dealing with a different kind of ailment. But the Celtics are taking no chances. Even though this player has shown his resilience and commitment to the team, the coaching staff is aware that pushing him too hard could jeopardize his future availability. As a result, the Celtics have been making smart decisions, resting players when necessary and ensuring that they are in the best possible shape for what will be a grueling playoff run. Another important factor to consider is the performance of players who have been dealing with minor injuries or illnesses. One such player recently spoke about his struggles with an infection that affected his performance during a game. Despite not being at his best physically, he managed to push through and finish the game with an impressive performance, scoring 33 points. His determination to play through the illness was a testament to his commitment to the team, but it also highlighted the ongoing challenges that players face during the final stretch of the regular season. While it's clear that this player is determined to give his all, the fact that he's been able to continue playing at a high level while battling an illness speaks volumes about his toughness and dedication. However, it's also a reminder of the delicate balance between playing through adversity and knowing when it's time to take a step back to fully recover. As the playoffs near, the Celtics will need every player to be at their best. And this means making decisions based on the long-term picture, not just the immediate game at hand. In fact, the health of the team as a whole is something the coaching staff has been paying close attention to. With so many players facing various injuries, the team has been working on maintaining a balance between keeping their key contributors healthy and ensuring they are sharp and ready for the playoff grind. It's a delicate balancing act, and one that requires constant attention to detail. With just 9 games remaining in the regular season, the Celtics are looking to make the most of their remaining opportunities to fine-tune their lineup and build chemistry before the postseason. This is especially important for a team that has had to make adjustments throughout the season, whether due to injuries or other factors. The Celtics have shown incredible depth and resilience in the face of adversity, and while there are concerns about the health of certain players, the team is confident in their ability to rise to the occasion when it matters most. As for the players who are dealing with injuries, there's a strong sense of optimism surrounding their recovery. While it's clear that some of them may not be at full strength during the final games of the regular season, the fact that they have been able to play through injuries and still contribute to the team's success is a sign of their strength and determination. The coaching staff has done a great job of managing their minutes and ensuring that they are not pushed too hard, and this should pay off in the long run. With the playoffs approaching, the Celtics will need all their players to be in top form, and the team is doing everything in its power to make sure that happens. One particular player who has been dealing with a long-term injury is the one who suffered a knee issue earlier in the season. While his injury is still lingering, he has shown remarkable resilience and has been able to produce at a high level despite not being at his best. His recent performance, in which he scored 24 points in just 28 minutes of play, demonstrated his ability to contribute even when not fully healthy. His shooting, especially from three-point range, was impressive given his usual tendency to focus more on mid-range shots and plays closer to the basket. This player's resilience is a key factor in the Celtics' success, and while his knee injury is still a concern, his ability to perform under pressure is something that the team can rely on in the postseason. Similarly, another player who was recently sidelined due to an ankle sprain has shown his commitment to the team by doing everything he can to return to the court. Despite the injury, he has been seen working hard to recover and is eager to get back on the floor as soon as possible. However, the coaching staff has been careful to avoid rushing him back into action, knowing that his long-term health is more important than any single game. This careful management of his injury should ensure that he is ready for the playoffs, where his skills and leadership will be needed. As we approach the final games of the regular season, it is clear that the Celtics are focused on preparing for the playoffs while keeping their players healthy. The management of injuries, along with the attention to rest and recovery, will be critical in ensuring the team is at its best when the postseason begins. With 9 games left, the Celtics have a chance to fine-tune their lineup and make any necessary adjustments before they embark on their playoff journey. The players, coaches, and staff are all working tirelessly to ensure that the team is in the best possible shape to compete for a championship. While injuries remain a concern, the team's depth, resilience, and commitment to one another provide a strong foundation for success. As the playoffs draw nearer, all eyes will be on the Celtics to see how they handle the challenges ahead and whether they can continue their winning ways when it matters most. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The rumor mill is buzzing. Could Anthony Edwards, one of the NBA's brightest stars, be donning the green and white of the Boston Celtics in the near future? The possibility has fans on the edge of their seats. Edwards, the dynamic force for the Minnesota Timberwolves, has made waves across the league with his explosive performances. From his record-breaking 51-point game to his All-NBA selections, the young star is shaping up to be one of the game's next big names. But what would his move to the Celtics mean for the team's future? Edwards, often called Ant-Man for his electrifying play and agility, has proven to be a game-changer. His standout performances, like his career-high 53-point game in January 2025 and his leading role in Minnesota's historic playoff series win, have cemented his place among the NBA elite. With the Celtics needing a scoring powerhouse to complement their already stellar roster, the addition of Edwards could take Boston's title aspirations to another level. Fans are asking, could this be the missing piece Boston needs? Despite Minnesota's loyalty to Edwards, the Celtics' recent moves and the team's ambitions suggest this might not be just a passing rumor. With players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown already leading the charge, adding Edwards to this mix could form an unstoppable trio. The Celtics have always been in the conversation for elite talent, and Edwards' youth, athleticism, and scoring ability make him a prime target. It's easy to imagine him thriving in Boston's fast-paced, high-intensity system. What makes this potential move even more exciting is Edwards' clear growth and upward trajectory. He's just getting started. His performances in clutch playoff moments, including his 43-point game against the Nuggets in 2024, showcase his readiness for the big stage. For Boston, a team hungry for another championship banner, adding someone with Edwards' pedigree could finally propel them over the top in their pursuit of an NBA title. As the trade rumors continue to swirl, one thing is certain. The Celtics are keeping a keen eye on Edwards' future. Whether this is just speculation or a deal in the works, the thought of the Ant-Man joining forces with Boston Stars is enough to ignite excitement in any basketball fan. The next chapter in this saga is bound to be one for the books, so stay tuned. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.